Fertilization is the process of union of two gametes to form a new organism. The function of fertilization is to transmit genes from parents to offspring, as well as it has to initiate the process of development. There are two important structures that participates in fertilization. The first one is spermatozoa and another one is egg. So let's have a look on the structure of sperm. Sperm includes sperm head, middle piece and tail. Sperm head is composed of acrosomal vesicles which contains lytic enzymes. Then they present highly compact nucleus. Thereafter centriole is present. Just behind that the middle piece region is there, and middle piece is having spirally arranged mitochondria. These mitochondria provides energy for movement of spermatozoa. Just past to this middle piece there present a long tail. This tail helps in forward movement of spermatozoa. Then structure of egg. Here we are going to talk only about the structure of sea urchin egg because this entire process is thoroughly studied in sea urchin. Sea urchin egg is having a egg plasma membrane, this inner one. Thereafter there present vitelline membrane or vitelline envelope and a thick layer of egg jelly is there which prevent it from desiccation. A haploid nucleus is present there. There are two broad types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. In internal fertilization, sperms are deposited directly in the body of female, and due to this process is quite simple. But real challenge is in external fertilization, where organisms release their gametes into the surrounding environment. And this surrounding environment may be as small as a pool or aquarium, or it may be as large as an ocean. Such organisms face two challenges. First, how can sperm and egg meet in such a dilute concentration, and how sperms can be prevented from attempting to fertilize eggs of another species. These two problems are solved by a very unique way. First, the problem of dilution is tackled by producing gametes in very high numbers so that it may compensate the dilution factor. It means mere releasing one or two gametes is not sufficient there, or the spermatozoa in a very small amount is not sufficient. Beside that, these aquatic animals produce more than enough gametes there, so that somehow it may manage to find their counterparts or the opposite gametes. Second is chemotaxis. Chemotaxis means chemical attraction. Chemochemical taxis attraction. Now sperms are attracted toward the egg by means of chemotaxis. Here sperm follow a concentration gradient which is higher toward the egg. Now concentration gradient means higher or lower concentration of a particular chemical. Now here this egg jelly secretes sperm activating peptide, here SAP. So ultimately its concentration must be higher here, and as this particular chemical called as RESACT is a small 14 amino acid peptide. It is released by this egg jelly, so it is going to diffuse into the surrounding, and spermatozoa sense this, and spermatozoa travel toward the higher concentration of this RESACT. Now RESACT molecule is species specific and it activates sperms of its own species only. Here we can see in this slide that this slide is having spermatozoa and they applied a small amount of RESACT here. So what happened? After some time, spermatozoa get aggregated toward this particular point. Here we can see more and more spermatozoa attracted toward the higher concentration of resac. And that is how spermatozoa are attracted toward the egg. In this figure, we can see as resac molecule is species specific and it activates sperm of its own species only. So the resac from egg jelly binds to the extracellular side of this receptor guanylyl cyclase, which is inactive. And binding of resac activates and converts GTP to cyclic GMP. And this cyclic GMP opens calcium channel in the sperm membrane, allowing calcium to enter in the sperm. And this influx of calcium activates sperm motility. So, the resac function as a sperm activating peptide as well as sperm attracting peptide, and this ensure first level of identification of egg and sperm. We just seen how spermatozoa are attracted toward the egg by means of chemotaxis. But sometimes it may also possible that spermatozoa from another species by chance arrived near the egg. So whether it allowed to fertilize? No. And that's why there should have a mechanism that cross-check it at a second level. And this identification is also taken place in the next phase of fertilization. And the acrosomal reaction ensures this species-specific binding, as well as acrosomal reaction also causes the path or also makes a path through the egg jelly here. So the acrosomal protein mediating this recognition in sea urchin is an insoluble protein called bindin. Now where the bindins are located, we can see this is egg jelly, this is sperm head. In sperm head, this one is acrosome, this one is nucleus. So in the bottom of this acrosome here, the binding proteins are located, and the receptors for this binding are located on this vitelline membrane here. And this binding and these binding receptors are highly species specific, and once the binding and binding receptor fuse, that is a final clearance that this sperm belongs to its own species. Now before proceeding, let's have a look on the acrosome structure. Acrosome located in the sperm head, and it is an organelle that contains lytic enzymes. It is covered here by this plasma membrane and outer acrosomal membranes. So as to come out all its content, it is essential that these two membranes should fuse, and once these two membranes get fused, all its lytic enzymes come out, and that helps in dissolution of egg jelly. So this entire event take place in a process called as acrosome reaction. Acrosome reaction is here categorized into two steps. The first one is exocytosis of acrosomal vesicles. We just see the structure of acrosome. So once the spermatozoa comes in contact with egg jelly, that is a trigger for this acrosome, that it has to dissolve this membrane. And what is the trigger? We just seen in the last figure that the resac causes increase in calcium level in the sperm head, and that is a trigger that causes the fusion of these two membranes, that initiate actually the fusion of these two membranes, and once these two membrane fuses, that will bring about the exocytosis of all its contents. So once the acrosomal membrane fuse, its content come out, and that literally makes a path. How they make the path? They these are the lytic enzymes, and this jelly is made up of proteins, and these lytic enzymes ultimately they are the proteases, means protein degrading enzymes. So they degrade this egg jelly and they make a path. So once they make a path, the spermatozoa come near about this binding receptor. But in this enlarged view, we can see though it comes to the binding receptors, but as these binding proteins they are located here in this notch like structure, in this concavity, and due to that though they are closer but they cannot meet with each other. So it means this binding cannot touch the binding receptor. So what next? Here the it's a very beautiful mechanism is there, that just below this binding receptors there present another small protein that is called as G-actin. G-actin stands for globular actin, and the exocytosis of acrosomal enzymes is a signal for this G-actin that now you have to polymerize, and when once the G-actin polymerize, that converted into a filamentous structure called as F-actin. So this F-actin cannot accommodate in a small space, and that's why it get extended here. And once it get extended, that will expose this binding now. You just take it, binding initially present here, and due to this G-actin to F-actin transition, there is acrosomal process formation. Process means extension here, and due to that extension or elongated part of that particular acrosomal part, now this binding get exposed here, and now we can see this binding can now attaches with the receptor, and once the binding and binding receptors touch each other, that is a clearance step, and once it means now the egg and sperm plasma membrane they are allowed to fuse with each other.